My precious child, I need you to pause everything right at this very second. Whatever brought you here, whatever weight you're carrying on your shoulders, whatever heaviness sits inside your chest making it hard to breathe, I want you to know that this isn't coincidence. You didn't stumble upon these words by accident or because you were mindlessly searching for something to fill the emptiness. No, my beloved, I brought you here. I guided your fingers to this exact moment because there's something profound I need to tell you, something your weary soul has been crying out to hear even when you didn't have the words to express it. Right now, as you're reading this, there's a shift happening in the spiritual realm that you cannot see with your physical eyes, but your spirit feels it. There's a stirring deep within you, isn't there? That feeling you've tried to ignore, that whisper you've tried to silence, that tug on your heart you've been pushing away because you convinced yourself you were too broken, too tired, too unworthy to receive what I have for you. But here's the truth I need you to absorb into every fiber of your being. You are not here by mistake, and this moment right now is drenched in divine purpose. December holds a sacred space in the rhythm of time, my child. While the world celebrates and prepares for festivities, while lights twinkle in the darkness and carols fill the air, there's a deeper spiritual significance unfolding. This month carries the weight of heaven's greatest gift to humanity, the reminder that I loved you so much that I stepped down from glory, wrapped myself in flesh, and entered into your pain. December whispers of redemption, of hope breaking through the darkest night, of divine love refusing to stay distant from human suffering. And if you're reading this during these precious days, you need to understand something powerful. You are exactly where you're meant to be, and what I'm about to release into your life has been prepared specifically for this season. But listen closely, because this is important. If you're reading these words after December has passed, after the decorations have been packed away, and the world has moved on to another month, don't think for even a second that you've missed your moment. The truth is far more beautiful than that. The spirit of December, the essence of divine breakthrough, the atmosphere of miracles, it doesn't disappear when the calendar changes. When you have a heart that truly seeks me, when your faith is genuine, and your desire for transformation is real, every single month can become December in your life. Every ordinary day can become holy ground. Every moment can become saturated with the same miraculous power that turned a simple stable into the birthplace of salvation. You see, December isn't just about a date on the calendar. It's about a spiritual reality, a divine principle that when heaven decides to move, nothing in hell or on earth can stop it. It's about understanding that the same God who split the darkness with a star, who announced glory to shepherds in fields, who orchestrated the most magnificent entrance into human history, that same God is speaking to you right now. And whether you're in the middle of winter celebrations or in the heat of summer months from now, the power available to you is exactly the same because my love doesn't operate on human calendars. But there's something about this present moment, regardless of when you're experiencing it, that carries urgency. I need you to feel the weight of what I'm saying. For too long, you've been walking through life half asleep, going through motions, surviving instead of living, existing instead of thriving. You've convinced yourself that the ache in your soul is normal, that the heaviness you carry is just part of being human, that the disappointment and pain are simply what you deserve. But that's a lie that's been poisoning your spirit, and I'm here to shatter it completely. Think about all the times you felt my presence brush against your consciousness. Those moments when you were driving and suddenly tears filled your eyes for no reason you could explain. Those nights when you couldn't sleep and you felt something stirring in your spirit, like someone was trying to get your attention. Those random times during your day when a thought about me would cross your mind, or you'd feel the strangest urge to pray, or you'd sense that still small voice whispering that there's more, that you're meant for something greater, that your current circumstances are not your final destination. Every single one of those moments was me calling you. Every single time was me reaching through the veil between heaven and earth, trying to pull you into a deeper reality. And what did you do, my child? You pushed it away. Not because you're a bad person, not because you don't love me, but because fear convinced you that responding would require too much. Fear whispered that if you really opened your heart to me, I might ask you to change things you're not ready to release. Fear suggested that maybe you're too far gone, too messed up, too broken for someone like me to truly want to pursue. Oh, my precious one, if you only knew how wrong those fears are. If you could see what I see when I look at you, you would never question your worth again. When I see you, I don't see the mistakes. I don't see the failures. I don't see the times you turned away or the moments you chose other things over me. I see my beloved child, my masterpiece, the one I formed with my own hands and breathed my own life into. I see potential and purpose and destiny and beauty that takes my breath away. I see someone worth dying for, and that's exactly what I did. But here's what's happening right now that you need to understand with crystal clarity. We've reached a turning point. There are moments in every person's life when heaven opens a window, when the spiritual atmosphere becomes charged with possibility, when what seemed impossible suddenly becomes accessible. This is one of those moments for you. I've been preparing this intersection of divine timing and human readiness for longer than you realize. I've been moving pieces into place, closing doors that needed to be closed, removing people who were hindering your growth, allowing certain things to fall apart so that something infinitely better could be built. All those painful endings you went through, I was behind them not to hurt you but to free you. All those relationships that dissolved even though you tried desperately to hold them together, I was protecting you from connections that would have drained the life out of you. All those opportunities that didn't work out despite your best efforts, I was steering you away from paths that looked good on the surface, but would have led you somewhere dark and depleting. You've been wondering why life has felt so hard, why breakthrough seems to take forever, why you can't seem to catch a break. You've questioned whether I'm really there, whether I really care, whether your prayers actually make it past the ceiling. My child, I've heard every single prayer. I've caught every single tear. I've felt every ache in your heart as if it were my own, because when you hurt, I hurt. When you weep, heaven weeps. When you feel abandoned, my heart breaks because I'm right there, closer than your next breath, holding you even when you can't feel my arms. The reason things have been difficult isn't because you're being punished. It's because you're being prepared. There's a difference, and it's crucial that you understand it. Punishment pushes you away. Preparation pulls you higher. Punishment is rooted in anger. Preparation is rooted in love. Punishment sees you as a problem. Preparation sees you as a promise waiting to unfold. Everything you've walked through, every dark valley, every lonely night, every moment when you wanted to give up but somehow found the strength to take one more step, all of it has been shaping you. The pain refined you. The betrayal taught you discernment. The loneliness drove you to seek depth instead of surface-level connections. The disappointment revealed what truly matters. The struggle built muscles in your spirit that you're going to need for where I'm taking you next. Because here's what I need you to know. What's coming is bigger than what you lost. The blessing I have prepared for you is so substantial that if I had given it to you before you went through what you've been through, it would have destroyed you. You weren't ready yet. Your character needed development. Your faith needed testing. Your roots needed to go deeper so that when the winds of change blow, and believe me, they're about to blow, you won't be uprooted. There have been so many nights when you laid in bed staring at the ceiling, feeling like your chest might cave in from the weight of anxiety. Nights when your mind raced with worst-case scenarios, when fear felt more real than faith, when you wondered if morning would ever come. I was there in those nights. I was the reason you eventually fell asleep despite the turmoil. I was the whisper of peace that somehow broke through the noise. I was the strength that got you out of bed the next morning even though everything in you wanted to hide under the covers forever. There have been moments when you felt completely invisible, like the world was moving on without you, like everyone else was progressing while you were stuck in place. You watched people around you get the things you've been praying for. You saw others receive breakthrough while you remained in the waiting room. You felt forgotten, overlooked, passed by. But my timing isn't neglect, it's precision. I wasn't making you wait because I didn't care. I was making you wait because what I have for you requires perfect timing, and rushing it would ruin it. Think about this. A seed planted in the ground spends time in darkness before it breaks through to light. During that hidden season, is the seed being punished? Is it being forgotten? No, it's being transformed. The darkness isn't its enemy, it's its incubator. The pressure of the soil isn't crushing it, it's strengthening it. And when the time is exactly right, that seed bursts forth with life that was impossible to see during the waiting period. That's been you, my child. You've been in the soil, you've been in the darkness, you've been under pressure, but you haven't been buried, you've been planted. And right now, in this exact moment, you're at the edge of breaking through into a season of light and growth and fruitfulness that will make every painful moment worth it. This is why I'm speaking to you with such urgency. This is why I pulled you to these words. This is why your heart is beating faster as you read. Why something inside you is waking up, why you feel both terrified and hopeful at the same time. You're standing at a threshold. On one side is everything you've known, all the familiar pain, the comfortable dysfunction, the safe predictability of your current reality. On the other side is everything I've prepared, the breakthrough, the healing, the relationships that will actually nourish you, the opportunities that align with your purpose, the peace that surpasses understanding, the joy that isn't dependent on circumstances. But here's the thing about thresholds. You have to choose to cross them. I can lead you to the door, but you have to walk through it. I can show you the path, but you have to take the steps. I can offer you freedom, but you have to be willing to leave the prison you've grown accustomed to. I know you're afraid. I know the unknown feels terrifying. I know that even though your current situation is painful, at least it's familiar, and familiar feels safer than faith. But I'm asking you to trust me one more time. Actually, I'm asking you to trust me in a way you never have before, completely, fully, without holding back parts of yourself as insurance in case I don't come through. Because I will come through. I always have, even when you couldn't see it. Every time you thought you wouldn't make it, you did. Every time you thought the pain would destroy you, you survived. Every time you felt like giving up, something kept you going. That something was me. That's always been me. And I haven't brought you this far to abandon you now. Let me speak to the specific pain you're carrying, the stuff you haven't told anyone, because you're afraid they wouldn't understand, or they'd judge you, or they'd use it against you. I know about the shame that wraps around your throat when you're alone. I know about the regret that haunts you in quiet moments. I know about the guilt you carry for things that weren't even your fault. I know about the self-hatred that whispers you're not good enough, not worthy enough, not lovable enough. Every single one of those voices is a liar. Every accusation against your worth is false. Every condemnation is illegitimate. Yes, you've made mistakes. Yes, you've fallen short. Yes, there are things you wish you could go back and change. But your mistake don't define you. Your worst moment don't disqualify you. Your failure don't determine your future. I'm not impressed by perfection because perfection doesn't need me. I'm moved by authenticity, by a heart that says, I'm a mess, but I'm willing. I'm broken, but I'm here. I've failed, but I'm not giving up. That kind of honesty opens heaven's doors. That kind of vulnerability positions you for miracles. You need to understand something about the spiritual battle you've been in. It's been real, fiercer than you recognized. There have been forces working against you, not because you're weak, but because you're dangerous to the kingdom of darkness. The enemy saw your potential before you did. He recognized the calling on your life, the destiny written into your DNA, the purpose that would impact more people than you can imagine, and he's been trying to take you out before you fully wake up to who you are. Every attack on your mind was strategic. Every assault on your peace was intentional. Every relationship that wounded you was warfare. Every disappointment that knocked you down was designed to keep you from getting back up. But here's what the enemy didn't count on. My love for you is more powerful than his hatred. My plans for you are more certain than his schemes. My protection over you is more complete than his attacks. You're still here. You're still breathing. You're still reading these words. That means you won battles you didn't even know you were fighting. You survived attacks that should have destroyed you. You made it through valleys that swallow other people. And the reason you're still standing is because I've had my hand on you the entire time, holding you up when your own strength ran out. Now we've arrived at this moment, this sacred, significant, divinely orchestrated moment, and I need you to do something you've been afraid to do. I need you to fully surrender. Not the partial surrender where you give me some areas but keep others locked away. Not the conditional surrender where you'll follow me as long as it doesn't cost too much. I'm talking about complete, total, unreserved surrender where you open every door of your heart and say, all of me for all of you. No more holding back, no more running, no more hiding. I know that's terrifying because surrender feels like losing control. But here's the secret. You were never in control anyway. You've been exhausting yourself trying to manage things that were always beyond your ability to fix. You've been carrying weights you were never designed to bear. Surrender isn't weakness, it's wisdom. It's finally admitting that you need me, that you can't do this life alone, that you're tired of pretending you have it all figured out. When you surrender to me, you're not losing yourself, you're finding yourself. You're not giving up your freedom. You're stepping into true freedom for the first time. You're not becoming less. You're becoming who you were always meant to be. And here's what happens when you truly surrender. Chains break, burdens lift, confusion clears, peace floods in, doors that were locked suddenly swing open. Opportunities you couldn't manufacture appear out of nowhere. People who are aligned with your destiny start showing up. Resources you need become available. Strength you didn't have flows into your spirit. Joy that doesn't make sense given your circumstances bubbles up from deep within. This is what I want for you. This is what I've been pursuing you for. This is why I orchestrated this divine appointment between your eyes and these words. I'm offering you a fresh start, a new beginning, a chance to step into the fullness of everything I created you for. But you have to decide. Right here, right now. No more, I'll think about it. No more, maybe later. No more when things calm down. This moment is your moment. This is your time. Everything you've been through has led you here. Every prayer you've prayed has contributed to this intersection. Every tear you've cried has watered the ground for what's about to grow. I'm not asking for perfection, I'm asking for willingness. I'm not demanding that you have everything figured out. I'm inviting you to trust me with the confusion. I'm not requiring that you clean yourself up first. I'm offering to do the cleaning myself. Come as you are, broken, messy, scared, doubtful, wounded. Come with all your baggage and all your questions and all your pain. Come with your failures and your fears and your fractured faith. Just come. And when you come, really come, not with just your words, but with your whole heart, you're going to experience something that will mark the rest of your life. You're going to feel a love so pure, so powerful, so all-encompassing, that it will heal places you thought were permanently damaged. You're going to know a peace so deep that circumstances lose their power to disturb you. You're going to discover a purpose so clear that the fog you've been wandering through will dissipate. The life I have for you isn't some distant dream. It starts now, today, this moment. Not when you're better or stronger or more spiritual. Now, while you're still figuring things out, while you're still carrying wounds, while you're still questioning and wondering and sometimes doubting, now is when transformation begins. I see the tears in your eyes as you read this. I feel the way your heart is responding, that mixture of hope and fear, that desire to believe combined with the terror of being disappointed again. Let me tell you something. I will never disappoint you the way people have. I will never abandon you the way others did. I will never use your vulnerability against you. I will never make promises I don't keep. My word is absolutely certain. What I say I do, who I say you are, you are. What I promise you, you will receive. So take a breath. Let it out slowly. Feel my presence surrounding you right now. I'm not far away in some distant heaven. I'm right here, as close as your heartbeat, as near as your next thought. And I'm saying to you with all the love in creation, you are mine, you are chosen, you are wanted, you are valued beyond measure. Your story isn't over. Your best chapters haven't been written yet. What you lost was preparation for what you're about to gain. Who hurt you was clearing space for who's about to heal you. What fell apart was making room for what's about to come together. Believe me when I tell you that this season you're entering is unlike anything you've experienced before. The favor that's about to rest on your life will open doors you didn't even know existed. The clarity that's about to come will answer questions you've been asking for years. The relationships that are about to form will nourish your soul in ways you've desperately needed. The opportunities that are about to present themselves will align perfectly with the gifts I placed inside you. But it all begins with this moment, this choice, this act of faith that says yes to me fully. So what's it going to be, my child? Will you keep running, keep hiding, keep settling for less than what I died to give you? Or will you finally, completely, irrevocably say yes? I'm waiting for your answer. Heaven is waiting. Your destiny is waiting. Everything I've prepared is positioned and ready. All that's missing is your wholehearted yes. Don't let fear rob you of what faith is trying to hand you. Don't let doubt steal what trust is offering. Don't let the enemy's lies keep you from the truth that will set you free. You are so deeply loved. You are so wanted. You are so valuable. And I'm inviting you into fullness, into breakthrough, into the life you were born to live. Take my hand. Let me lead you. Let me heal you. Let me restore what was stolen and redeem what was wasted and rebuild what was destroyed. I'm so good at making all things new, and I'm about to prove it in your life in ways that will leave you in awe. This message found you because I made sure it did. These words are speaking to your spirit because I'm using them as my voice. And what I'm saying is simple but profound. It's time. Time to stop running. Time to stop settling. Time to stop surviving and start thriving. Time to step into everything I have for you. Time to become who I created you to be. Time to experience the love, the peace, the purpose, the joy, the abundance that I've been holding for you. If these words have touched something deep inside you, if your spirit is responding, if you feel that stirring that tells you this is real and significant, then I want you to do something. Not for me, but for yourself and for others who need to encounter what you just did. Share this message with 11 people who need to feel my love today. Let them know they're not alone. Let them experience this same divine appointment. And while you're at it, consider subscribing so you can continue receiving words that nourish your soul, because this journey doesn't end here, it's just beginning. If you feel moved to support this mission of bringing hope, peace, and devotion to hurting hearts, there's a way you can help. The link is in the description where you can donate the price of a coffee. Every gift, no matter the size, goes directly to helping those in need, to feeding hungry children, to bringing light into dark places. Your name, your generosity, your heart will be part of something beautiful that extends far beyond yourself. And finally, I want you to do something powerful. In the comments, type Amen or write out the desire of your heart, that thing you've been afraid to even say out loud. Speak it into existence. Declare it. Watch what happens when you combine faith with action, when you stop hiding your hope and start announcing your expectation. The breakthrough you've been praying for is connected to your willingness to step out in faith. And sometimes that step looks like a simple comment that says, I believe, I receive, I trust you, God. Your life is about to change. Not someday, not eventually. Now, the shift has already begun. You're going to look back on this moment and recognize it as the turning point, the place where everything started moving in a new direction. So walk forward with confidence, walk forward with hope, walk forward knowing that the same God who spoke worlds into existence is speaking destiny over you, and nothing can stop what I have already set in motion. You are loved beyond comprehension. You are called with holy purpose. You are equipped with everything you need, and you are about to see with your own eyes that I am who I say I am, and I do what I say I will do. Get ready, my child. Get ready for the breakthrough, for the healing, for the restoration, for the abundance, for the joy. Get ready to finally live the life I created you for. It's all beginning now. Amen.